at the age of 68, I started learning swimming to do this film.
My first meeting with Anupam ji was in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Kher Saab I met, I think first time,
Ancient history.
ancient, yeah, this just before the dinosaurs got extinct.
For triathlon, for your audiences, we must say that it's a 1.5 hours of swimming, 1.5 kilometers of swimming, 40 kilometers of cycling, and 14 to 17 kilometers of running.
To complete a triathlon.
Yeah. Next year, I'm going to actually participate in a triathlon.
Like for real?
Yeah.
So I will just read out the synopsis that I found about the film, and it says an adventurous, foul-mouthed, angry old man reaches for record-breaking glory when he attempts a triathlon at the age of 69. Now, if I remove the specific technicalities like triathlon and foul-mouthed, even angry old man, this is very much you, right? Like to chase a record-breaking glory, age irrespective. It's a wonderful sort of coming.
Yeah, that's why when my writer-director Akshay Roy came with the script, I was fascinated because I'm constantly for the last 10 years, when people think that this is a retirement age from the government point of view, try and sort of put you in a slot that you are now going to be called veteran, thespian, legend, and then we'll give you a lifetime achievement award and then you will walk into the sunset. So I am always constantly fighting that, because who is anybody else to decide what I should do in my life? So when the script came, I was unbelievably fascinated and bowled over by the fact that it reflects my life. The only thing I need to know is to learn swimming, and then it will complete my wish list. And that's what I did. At the age of 68, I started learning swimming to do this film. People have this habit of slotting into this. This is hero, this is heroine, this is character actor, this is villain, this is newcomer, this is comedian. You don't allow other people to decide for what you are. I have a parallel of Anupam Kher life and came a script like Vijay 69. It's fascinating, it's amazing. It challenged me to go beyond physical boundaries. As an actor, one can try out psychological, internal, but it also allowed me to overcome physical so-called disabilities which you think you are not able to do. And I'm thankful that this film came.
We've all seen him do that, like
Yeah.
very easily. That's where we first met. And me and Anupam ji first met in a swimming pool. My first meeting with Anupam ji was in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
And
He saw me in my birthday suit.
Were you also learning or you were already swimming?
they were again training. I mean, I used to swim, but I was not like a professional swimmer.
Right.
But they wanted us to have our strokes like very correct because we are of course triathletes. So and Anupam ji has like done a great job in the film, and he's just
He
relentlessly
swims
practicing.
very much far better and superior than me. I just, I can do it, but it looks like a professional swimmer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You recognized him with his clothes on? I
Yeah.
So just I'm thinking, do you remember the first time you met Kher Saab?
Kher Saab I met, I think first time,
Ancient history.
ancient, yeah, this just before the dinosaurs got extinct. But I think it was while we were filming Tezab, I think it was
Yes.
when we met. And then
Yeah.
we did an outdoor together in Thailand, which we could have made another movie out of that outdoor.
But
that was in
Tezab we did first, or we did
Tezab.
Tezab.
Yes, that was way back in '87 is when I met him.
Sure.
87.
Yeah.
How do you look at Anupam Kher sir's then sort of evolution? Because it's so much about a man at 69 doing what he wants to, irrespective. Sort of when you have an objective point of view on his journey, what do you think?
So I have always been a fan of Mr. Anupam Kher. I used to always tell myself, "Bada bankar main Anupam Kher banunga." It's because I think he was one of those first actors who took that leap. Actors always trying to become young and play younger than themselves. But he actually had I think he was 30, 31, 28 when he played that role in Saransh.
Saransh.
Unbelievable. When I saw that,
Seriously.
I mean, I'd heard of Brando doing Godfather at 40 odd, but this was another thing altogether.
Still get goosebumps if you watch that film.
Yeah. So yeah, I've always been a fan and looked up to him and followed him very closely. And I mean, of course, he's great at emotional stuff, which it's his right hand game. But his comedy is something I look forward to.
Yeah.
I'll tell a very good story which Anupam ji knows. My very big reason for becoming an actor is Anupam ji. So my parents tell me, like as a kid I used to see these television ads and be like, अरे मुझे भी जाना है, टीवी में जाना है, टीवी में जाना है. And बचपन से ही शुरू हो गया था. So I think I had that knack of acting, of becoming an actor, of being on screen at least. So there was this show called Say Na Something to Anupam Kher. And वो मैं देखता था हमेशा, and he used to interview kids aged 5 to 7, 3, 4. So, but we had no sources, we had no idea like how to at least reach there. We had no internet back then.
This is Jamshedpur.
Jamshedpur, yeah. Because internet smartphones भी काफ़ी टाइम बाद आए, and हमें कुछ आइडिया नहीं थी कि जमशेदपुर से कैसे जाए, कैसी अलग दुनिया लगती थी बिल्कुल. So that was one thing I really wanted to be in that show, saying something to Anupam Uncle, and
You can do that show right now.
and now I'm shooting with him. I'm doing an entire film with him. So life, कुछ भी हो सकता है.
Circle, yeah.
Yeah. But Keshav, is there a barrier in the industry when it comes to age? Did you feel it? I ask you because of course you were 28 when you did Saransh.
There is a barrier in everything in society.
Yeah.
They do things to make themselves feel comfortable, because we are surrounded by mediocre people. We, when not as only film industry, we celebrate mediocrity in India sometimes. Anybody who does slightly better acting, we say, "Wow, kya kaam kiya hai." So it was, especially when I came into movies in '84. People were horrified that I was 28 and trying to play a 65-year-old man in Saransh. But I knew that if I pull this off nicely, I will survive for 40 years. And 40 years later, while I'm promoting Netflix, somebody from Indian Express will ask me this question because of that movie. It's a fact. As I said to you, कि hero, heroine, ये फलाना ढिमकाना, ये बहुत चलता है. You have to break those barriers, but for that you have to be confident. You have to be from a drama school. You have to have no fear of failure. You can only do all these things if you have no fear of failure. It's your fear of failure which tries to make you mediocre. Because मैं इधर भी नहीं जाता, इधर भी नहीं जाता, ये acting कर लेता हूँ. I have to keep telling Chunky while shooting for this film, I said, Chunky, don't treat this film as any of your films. Because I was telling it to myself, even to him, I used to constantly say that. And in today's time, you can do that, because in today's time, places like Netflix can have a 69-year-old actor make a film YRF by YRF about a man running a triathlon.
Yeah.
That's
Get a marathon
Triathlon.
किसी और आदमी को चक्कर आ जाएंगे.
Yeah.
Or triathlon, for your audiences, we must say that it's a 1.5 hours of swimming, 1.5 kilometers of swimming, 40 kilometers of cycling, and 14 to 17 kilometers of running.
To complete a triathlon.
Yeah. Next year, I'm going to actually participate in a triathlon.
Like for real?
Yeah. I've decided.
You can interview him after that. It's called the Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man, yeah.
I will do that, because I'm very fascinated that why can't I do it? You have to put barriers, na?
He's a very own Iron Man. India's Iron Man.
There's a wonderful line in the trailer which I think goes something like, before I die, I really want to make all my dreams. I want to do something for my legacy or some sort. Are there thoughts what will happen when the lights of life get shut? Is that something that you guys grapple with?
I think
Lights of life or lights of acting?
Lights of life.
That thoughts come when you reach your 69 age. You do think about it. But then you think about Clint Eastwood, who's 93 and still making a film. Then you say, wow, fantastic, yaar. ऐसे लोग हैं. I was going through somebody's podcast who is 100 years old and doing that. So you look at there is always a brighter side of life. वो रात के बाद अंधेरा है, अंधेरे के बाद उजाला है ही है. I'm an eternal optimist. And that's why I keep myself busy. We are fortunate to be in a profession where if your mental faculty is working and you're physically fine, you can work till the age of 93, 94. So there is no end to it. It's one life. I'm so lucky. Small town boy from Shimla came with this city with 37 rupees. And today it's got talking about 500, I don't know how much film. It's an amazing film. And then to do something like this, कहाँ मिलता है ऐसा? If I have to say which are your 5 best films, Vijay 69 will be one of that film.
I'm very sure about that.
Yeah, 100%.
Like we've done some greats like Tezab, Apna Sapna, Money Money, and I put this film right there. It's going to be one of those remembered films, and
Yeah,
it's
and it will
successful.
inspire generations of people, not only the older generation. Because today's everybody thinks कि मैं जो कर रहा हूँ वो काफ़ी है क्या? Including somebody like Meher. इसके मन में ख्याल तो आता है क्या ये काफ़ी है? So it will inspire him. It will inspire the character that he portrays in the film, his generation people. But Vijay's life will also inspire everybody.
Yeah.
Why do you like the trailer?
Yeah, I love the trailer.
So why do you like it?
Yeah, it felt very inspiring, moving drama, which
it's
makes
a-
everything possible. Yeah.
It's a wake-up call.
And
Yeah,
not
yeah.
and not the characters are not taking themselves seriously.
No, not. In fact,
They're
you
not
guys are having
educating.
quite a lot of fun. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
What are the galis in the trailer?
I'll tell you off the camera, sir. But no, thank you so much for talking to me. And this is a lovely trailer. I'm truly looking forward to the film. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
Justin.
Thank you.